We're going to do a brief video on meta stock analysis, and we've got a one-day chart up here, or a daily chart, with three moving averages: a green 5-day, a red 20-day, and a blue 200-day. We can see back here in December of 21 we had a rollover of this stock from a bull to a bear market, and this stock's still in a bear market. We can see a good respect for the 20-day moving average all the way down till the middle of March. A huge gap from approximately 315 down to 249, which was just enormous for any stock, and especially a huge stock like Meta. And then we basically went sideways from about the end of March or the middle of March until early June, in which case at which time we had a sell-off from about 193 down to the low, what looks like 150s range, to where we put in a bottom of about 155-ish, somewhere down in there. And today we are close to testing those lows. Let's take a look at 156.12 as I do this video. So we're testing the lows of this current bear market today. If you'll notice, the 20-day moving average here is flat. The 5-day moving average is oscillating back and forth. This is just a classic accumulation distribution pattern that happens after a stock sells off like it has. Some people are selling this stock, taking their losses, licking their wounds. Other people are buying in anticipation of a rally. So that's what we've got going on here. The 20-day moving average is of no use to us right this moment, but what is of a lot of use is this 200-day moving average. Anytime you see a big gap like this between the price and the 200-day moving average, that's a gap that's going to get filled. It's either going to get filled with time as this moving average continues to come down, or you're going to get a rally up to it. Now, we've been sideways from June to the end of August, so what was that? That was late June to it's now late August, and we've been sideways. That's a significant sideways move. I would expect this price to move up by the end of September, third week in September, to about $200. And I suspect that will almost be enough to test the 200-day moving average. Probably not quite, but maybe the 200-day will be there. But that's what I'm looking for in this stock. This is all for entertainment purposes only, all opinion only. But I would say that you're probably due for a rally into this stock up in the $200 range. Barring something crazy happening, that's a really good price target to keep an eye on on the upside. Now, from the other perspective, we are on the lows of this stock. We are in a bear market in this stock. We're below the 200-day, we're below the 20-day moving average, we're below the 5-day moving average. So this stock could easily crack and go significantly lower. I'd have to go way back here to give you a target, but let's take a look right here. This looks like 137. You could get a crack down there really quick. You can see how fast from February, from the 19th of February to the 19th of March, roughly 30 days, you cracked in this stock from about 217 to, what is that? I can barely see it. Looks like 137. So you can definitely get a hard break in this stock, especially if you look at this stock from this perspective, as opposed to what we were looking at early, which was this perspective. You can see it's biding time and going sideways. But if we crunch this stock up, you can easily see this stock could break down to the 137 range and test that bottom down there. So it's debatable what's going to happen, I would say. But at the moment, if we get a rally, I'd say we get a rally probably third week in September to around the 195 to 200 level. That would be a good little move in this stock, and that's probably an optimistic expectation, but I could definitely say that could happen for sure. And also, I know this sounds crazy, but to the downside, we could easily get a test of the 137s. But if we got that, I would expect that to come soon, very hard, and I would say very, very soon. Again, all my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So this is a dangerous place to buy this stock. I would not, I don't make recommendations one way or the other, but if I was buying, I'd be very careful buying here, trying to pick a bottom in this stock. I like to see price action come up around in this area and close above the 200-day moving average, and then buy on a retracement perhaps. But you could go either way on this stock now that I take a really hard look at it. You could get that break to the 137. You could get a rally to 200, but I suspect you're going to see one or the other within the next 30 days. And it might be a great stock. Again, for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion, it might be a great stock to trade some options on. Either way, you could go puts or longs, buy both, and maybe make some money. But again, that's all for entertainment purposes only. I am not in that business, and I'm not making any recommendations. So that's what I see right now for Meta. Could go up or down, but targets are probably 200 to the upside and 137-ish, testing 137 lows to the downside. Let's take a look and see what we show. We follow this stock. We still follow it under Facebook. We have to change that, but this is Meta. And today we don't show any entry prices, and that's consistent with my analysis. It doesn't look like we think it's, or I should say our computer algorithms doesn't think this is a good buy today, and that's consistent with my analysis. Keep in mind, it can change tomorrow, can change this afternoon. It's all for entertainment purposes only. And you will notice that a lot of these are populated. We have a ton of buys here. Microsoft, Plug Power, Pendleton, and so forth have all buy prices. These are all 1, 5, and 20-day holding periods. They're buy onlys. We don't do shorts on this particular page. They're output every morning by our algorithms by 7 a.m. and this is current for today, the 30th of August. That's the day I'm recording this video. The holding periods are trading days, not calendar days, and this column's 1 day. So basically, if your analysis says it's a good idea, you could buy in this column and hold for 1 day, close out. Worst case, it'll loss next trading day, at the end of the next trading day, just before the market closed, or take your profits if you got them sooner. Same thing, 5-day, buy today, close out. Worst case, at the end of 5 trading days at a loss, or take your profits sooner, and the same thing for the 20-day. So these are all entertainment purposes only. They're not recommended buying prices. They're just for your entertainment. You have to do your own research and shouldn't rely on these for anything other than entertainment. But we have 190 of these. You can get them all absolutely no cost at rbamresearch.com. No credit card required. They're 100% free. There's a link in the description to rbamresearch.com, and we cover 190 stocks. We cover long or shorts for the major forex pairs, BTC crypto, and longs and shorts for longs or shorts for the most liquid futures contracts. And again, updated every day by 7 a.m. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that. If you have a great comment to make these videos better, please let us know. Keep in mind, everything you've seen and heard here, including the entry prices, are for entertainment purposes only. They're all in our own opinion, including all the technical analysis, and you definitely trade at your own risk.